boys, yes! Come on, boys!
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
That's 2 race wins in a row for them. I think they'll be really happy with that. I mean, 1 race win is great, but to have 2, you know that you've got it. You're a little bit more comfortable in your skin. This is a great sign of maybe what's to come next.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One. This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Massa, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Watson, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Albon, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Joe, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them, up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you. state DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Felipe is coming in for his stop now. In this lap, push now. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
And it looks like the pit crew are out in the lane and ready to perform their magic on the car. They're going to be aiming to achieve the fastest pit stop time possible.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit or receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Nice move, keep going. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Push, push. Well done, mate. Well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
The face a much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.